Okay, there we go. Ignore that. Hey, Vader. Hey, Renus. I really like that. Gave them a weakness called frustration that gains levels of which imposes increases spell failure chance. That's fun. And also, hello, Vader. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you were... I see you got one of the free gifted subs from Lunatic Chef. He's a crazy person and gives a crazy amount of subs. We are continuing Mass Effect 3. I played for about a couple hours. Started it up. And we are on the Citadel. And we're going to go see what Udina, Earth Counselor Donald Udina has to say.
Commander, Counselor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Counselor, the Reapers are in our space as well. Earth is no more or less important than any Council homeworld.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
How do you know this is the brunt? New Reaper fronts are opening up everywhere.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked. A full-scale invasion. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Earth may be suffering, but our worlds are falling too. The Turians have lost Tatris.
We must fight this enemy together.
Need I remind you that the last time we fought the Reapers, Shepard sacrificed the Council to protect human interests?
True, but in the end we survived because we followed Shepard's lead.
And what if that's not enough this time?
The reports are dire. If we throw everything we have at the Reapers on Earth and lose, what then?
We die.
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan, a blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
Prothean? What is it exactly?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
And this is capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
It's immense and intricate.
This is a fool's errand. The Protheans were wiped out by the Reapers. Clearly, the weapon is flawed.
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you believe in this, Shepard? After what you've seen of the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The Council cannot give Earth the military support it needs. Our own planets must come first.
The Solarian Union is convening a summit amongst our species. If we can secure our own borders, we may be able to aid you.
Our fleets are also engaged. Honesty is all I can offer, Commander. I will not make a promise of rescue that I cannot keep.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
Commander, I can't give you what you're asking for, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Balvin's Primarch Fedorian is the one that called the War Summit. He's your kind of man, open to extreme solutions.
Well,
Trouble
extreme's
is,
a strong
he
word,
didn't get out
bro.
of Balvin's system when the Reapers attacked. We don't know if he's alive.
Humans are the
He's
most
essential to
important,
the
duh.
summit.
What's up,
If
Tim?
Normandy could extract him without being detected.
You want me to rescue his ass in the hopes he considers helping Earth?
Put bluntly, yes. I shouldn't even be telling you about it. But we need Fedorian alive, and your ship can get him. Save the Primarch, gain an ally. One with the power to grant you what you're looking for.
While the Reapers ravage Earth.
Your counselor was right. We need to work together. This is the best way to get that. Our intel says Primarch Fedorian is on Palaven's largest moon. Get in and out undetected, and he'll take care of the rest. Good luck, Commander. You're gonna need it. There is one other thing. The Council has agreed to reinstate your Spectre status. And there are certain resources that will be made available to you. Good luck.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Okay. Who are you? Ma'am? What are you doing in here? I got 1 point. I'm gonna hold on to that 1 point.
The Council. All I can think is that the more things change, the more they stay the same. I've always loathed that phrase, fatalism. Not what men and women should aspire to. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity is as feared as we are loved. Hopefully that works in our favor now. I'll try to get financial aid from as many worlds as I can. Maybe manpower, a few armed ships. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
See, while you're getting snow, I'm getting thunderstorms and tornado watches.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Counselor Irissa is not like her predecessor. She is colder. If she has her hand on your throat, she will squeeze. Eschil. There you might find some traction. Practical, she might make Machiavelli turn pale, but that's a Delatras for you. Frankly, it's good Quentius spoke with you. His home world is in the most trouble, and he's looking for a way out. That speaks opportunity.
Ooh, there was a mod I wanted to download.
You're a Citadel counselor.
Damn.
Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
You had some bad snowstorms last week. Zero visibility. It was bitter cold for like 5 days. It hasn't really been that bad here in good old Cincinnati. Other than these storms today.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
All right. If I remember correctly, this is the Spectre room. Yes.
In an apparent bid for self-preservation, the entire Ralloy delegation has left the Citadel, imparting...
Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. What was the mod you wanted to grab? So in the galaxy map on the Normandy, when you're like looking for where to go, you can ping while you're doing it. And the ping is very tiny, so you have to be like almost right next to it. There's a mod that makes it where it pings the entire system that you're in and just saves you time. And I meant to install that and I forgot. Quarian Pilgrim Jin Valon Nar Nima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Jin Valon purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters. On Ilium, another Quarian pilgrim unidentified was searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, or they're going to actually try and take out the Geth. Ooh. That's what I'm looking for. This gun is awesome, and I have no money. Oh no, I don't care about the shooting range at the moment. All right, we will definitely come back. Sounds like a radar that, instead of using radio waves, uses tactical pulses. Yeah, it's not the best. It's in Mass Effect 2 they had those probes that you shot, and you'd have to shoot like so many into the same planet to get all the resources.
Oh.
And that's why I downloaded the one probe all resources mod.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Okay.
Commander Shepard. Khalisah bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you
You're angry. I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Yeah, that's right.
Recent intel suggests that the entire
Haha.
has been destroyed by an unknown force.
What up, dog? I didn't just punch that reporter. Nope.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
Bud?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Well, we're going to be heading out soon, so... How come your character isn't the buffest? How do we know he's the good guy for sure? We'll never know.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One
get
moment,
back
please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
You wait until we get to the sex scenes. Then we'll find out who's the buffest.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks
All right, we're gonna head to Palaven, I guess. Yep, Palaven. The fuck? Oh, I forgot about this. I gotta chase after the child. Come here, child. I need to save you. Oh, he disappeared. Uh-oh. Something happened.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
Bye, buddy.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Have a good stream, buddy.
I will.
I hope so.
Or I won't.
Hope you don't die.
I will.
Oh.
When the Reapers hit,
Many times.
I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're
But
doing
what if I
everything you
did?
can, and you'll get back there in
Did
time
you ever
to
think
help.
about that?
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, Since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
EDI's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, ED, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal.
That's normal.
The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Okay. Let's go check out this new ship of ours. Oh.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
The Council has been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Armor mod kit. What does that mean? The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. We've got... We got a few people. Diane Allers. Mineral resources. Oh, so that's resources that I had on the ship at the end of Mass Effect 2. That's cool. It counts towards 100 points. That is pretty dope.
I can't believe the Council won't help. Come on, Sarah.
Oh, I should download this mod where it lets you just run through here without having to stand there and get scanned every single freaking time.
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Okay.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Alright, let's look at this private terminal. We got some emails. Oh boy. From Hackett. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your special talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors. They're basically multiplayer missions that they put into the single player. It's pretty cool. From Hackett, this letter acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per David Anderson. Blah, blah, blah. I'm back in the Alliance. Some emergency flash traffic. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. We're getting attacked is basically what that says. Subject, my dog. Dear Shepard, I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing. Is this new? I've never seen this before in my life. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. I promise you won't take too much of a headache. ANN alert. Quarian fleet. Where's the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. What are the Quarians are up to? They're getting ready to fight Geth. Welcome back, Gift. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. Blah, blah, blah. I chose something from the official. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 or more years are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. Nice. You have an upgrade waiting. Simply access terminal and Dr. Tassoni's office. Priority mission Eden Prime. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. The Alliance forces are too stretched thin. There is a major Parthian artifact there. Okay. Let's go see what Joker's up to.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
The new hoodie sounds tight. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that here in a second.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake. Commander.
So back in Mass Effect 1 and 2, you can just like... No, it was 1. I think it was Mass Effect 1, where you could get contact... They can contact you, and then they can give you information that you don't like. And then you just hang up on them. It's pretty great. Okay, let's see. It's a private terminal. My hamster's gone! What up, fish? Oh, I don't have... Where someone took my fish, too? Oh, my God. Oh yeah. Ooh. This is what this is the outfit I chose in Mass Effect 2. I'm a big fan. Cerberus Ajax armor? I hate that helmet. This one is far superior. Shield regeneration, yeah. Melee damage? Nope. I don't care about melee damage. I am not a melee. Oh gosh. What's red? Is this red? Or is that brown? So I can either have very major health boost and a little bit of shield regeneration, or no health boost, a shield boost. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Cerberus kicks until I get some better armor. All right, we're looking snazzy. Oh. So this is all the people that we lost in the previous 2 games. Some people of note. Third from the top on the left is Ashley Williams from Mass Effect 1. 3 from the bottom is Jenkins, who was the first to die in the first 15 minutes of the game on Mass Effect 1. Presley, he died in the beginning of Mass Effect 2, and I'm sure a bunch of these people on this are people who died in Mass Effect 2. Oh man, I miss. That's where. What's his face? Oh, they reworked this room a little bit. What's up? This looks pretty much the same. Whoa.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
What's up?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. I know you and Tali grew close. Is that in the past? Should I forget there was anything between us?
Rip. I'm sticking with Tally.
A lot has happened since then, Liara. I don't think we'd work anymore.
Really? Thank you for letting me know.
I think it's best for both of us.
Of course. Well, anyway, I should get down to business. There's a lot to do if we're to discover exactly what the Protheans left us.
Also, you need to know which end to point at the baddies, for real. Let's see what this terminal has. Upgrades, none. Armor mod kit. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what that...
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Ooh, message from Farron. He's not happy. Oh, so he's still working for her. That's fun.
Hello again, Shepard.
Let's investigate. So what's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Okay.
Please, enjoy your day.
Now you enjoy your day. I'm gonna assume there's nothing in here, but I'm still gonna look. This is where Garrus will be if we recruit him. Oh, Dr. Chakwas.
Commander?
Welcome back.
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take.
No, it is not the sex scene I mentioned.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Yeah.
So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children.
I saw the way you were looking at that blue person. Hey.
But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Well, the reason we had that conversation earlier is because I romanced her in Mass Effect 1, but then I romanced someone else in Mass Effect 2, which is the person she mentioned. So we're like,
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
She can broker information. I get it. Oh, okay. Reassign. Okay, I don't need to do that. Well, here's that robot that we found on Mars. All right, we got one more or two more levels to go to. Two more levels.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for, exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Why did you do that? That seems rude.
Commander.
Is there anything down here? Oh, there was. Wait, I heard a squeak. My hamster! Hamster, come back! Did you see the hamster? Got him. No, 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 no. Yeah, I got him. Ha ha. Got my space hamster. Well, hey, what's up, bro?
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
That's fun.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right. One more level, and then we will be heading off. I don't know if I'm going to do the DLC or if we go straight to Palaven. What the fuck is this thing? Is this the dog that they were talking about? New weapon. I got a Vindicator. No, thank you. Okay, I have the Shuriken and the Predator. I'm going to upgrade the Shuriken. Actually, I'll upgrade the... Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Pendeo, I saved the day.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. Practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
So you were starting a new addition to a series you've played? Yeah, I've played this game. I've played through the trilogy like 5 times, probably. But this is the Legendary Edition, which redid a bunch of like the visuals, fixed some bugs, and just combine all the DLCs into one big package. Also, you get all 3 games, all the DLCs for the price of one game, basically, and improved visuals, which is pretty neat. So it's the first time playing through the Legendary Edition.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Seems kind of like Expanse tech, but isn't. Yeah, there's some things that are like, after watching The Expanse, it's like The Expanse did this better. But then again, this came out like 10 plus years ago, so.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Come on now, the skinny guy gave the big melee dude a bloody nose? Yep, that's how it works.
Hey again. What's up?
Let's do some
What's with you and the nicknames?
more talking.
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or
what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
There should be a kiss button. You know, someone who has been watching my Mass Effect Let's Play is always... She really likes one of the characters in this, and every time he comes on screen, she's like, kiss him.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
All right. It is like seeming to be what is between the lines after they dance together. All right, let us... Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivor salvage and valuable intel. I think we're gonna go recover the Prothean artifact first. Search and rescue. Normandy is equipped with new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, fuel as you fly around a system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. I'm fully aware. Eden Prime, where it all started. This is the planet that you first go to in Mass Effect 1. A day length is 64 Earth hours. Increase health and armor damage bonus by 6, or squad mates gain incendiary ammo at 50% effectiveness. We'll just stick with that.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Might have had a power surge. I was worried about that earlier when it was storming, but it seems we're doing fine.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
It feels like they didn't update the textures on this outfit for some reason. I don't like it.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, loco.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here. No sign of survivors. Come.
Hold on. I gotta activate some ammo.
Come on, we need to find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet, and when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony. If these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate. Ugh. She doesn't get jokes, though. Maybe she's not for you.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Okay.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turned the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
This could be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Heads up!
Oh boy. Is this Robo Boy? No, it's Prothean Boy! Ow. Come on. There we go.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
That's a turret. Turret go brrr.
I never thought our empire. Oh, it won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
Are you magic or you have badass tech in this game?
Stasis readiness signal to all life
Both.
forms.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Carefully. So basically, the way that it works is first I have tech abilities, which would be my tech armor, my overload, my cryoblast, but I also have biotic abilities, which
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual.
So yeah, it's pretty sweet. So a sciencey Jedi, kind of. Yeah. Oh boy.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
It's control of like gravity and nuclear physics via implants and meditation instead of midichlorians and meditation. Yeah, kind of. So when they found the creatures that we're trying to find, the Prothean, they basically had a something on Mars that humanity discovered, which allowed us to get access to biotics and how they work. Wait. Need all the money I can get. This is very confusing. Ooh.
Victory! Field devotion! Acknowledged. How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
You understood that one too?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Ah, jeez. Well, that was a bad decision to go down that ladder, huh?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
I'm shooting him. Oh man, I just shot him right in the beepus. Nice try, buddy.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Of course they did. Wait a minute. How do I do that? This is where... Oh boy. I don't know where I'm going. The mouse sensitivity is bad. It's very bad. Oh, did we just drop off here? Yeah, we do. I'm an idiot. See you, Tim. Thanks for hanging out for a bit.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Lots of bogies inbound, Commander. We'll have to hold this position. Here they come!
This is Mass Effect 3. Liara, what are you doing?
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
What are you talking about?
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Oh no! There's a guy behind me. Where did he come from? Oh man.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
You stuck there, bud? Here you go.
There. You can open the life pod now.
All right, here we go. Whoops. Oh. Did not mean to do that.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway.
few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Which Mass Effect is your favorite? That's a tough question.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
Man, saying the best favorite Mass Effect is so hard because I have so much fondness for the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. But if you go straight single player, no minus any multiplayer, I'm gonna have to go with the legendary version of Mass Effect 1. The Legendary Edition version. Just because of the improved combat. Slightly improved combat. But if you account for Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, or Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect multiplayer, I'm gonna go 3. Because I put so many hours into Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. So is Cerberus one of those cartoonishly evil groups that prioritize power and money over survival, even though they can't make use of those if they don't survive? I would say no. They care about survival, but they only care about human survival. They don't care about any of the other species.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem.
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand.
Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Okay, so first of all, let's get to Cerberus. So Cerberus knows what Shepard knows, and that straight up just fighting the Reapers not gonna work. So they are looking for the same stuff that Shepard is looking for, i.e. the catalyst, i.e. a Prothean, and that's why they are fighting us. And then, yes, Brittany, Mass Effect 3 had the first of a few games that EA did where it was day one DLC, and people were very upset. Instead of working together despite having the same goal, they have the same goal but want to go about it in a different way, in that they don't care about the other species in the galaxy. Whereas Shepard wants to try and save everyone.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
He was a baby.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
I guess
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
Yep.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
He's not wrong. 50,000 years ago, you'd be lucky to live in a mud hut. Yep. That is very true.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
I still can't believe they stuck that behind a DLC. Not just any DLC, a DLC that came out day one when the game released. How crazy is that?
Commander.
EA at its finest.
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So you have seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Get off my ship, you son of a bitch. I'm joking. Please don't. Blah, indeed. Our little space hamster's back. Squeak. Acting like she looks like someone not wearing makeup. That is actually Jessica Chobot of IGN fame. She used to do their daily show back in like 2010-ish. really dislike her character in this. It's kind of more annoying than anything.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
The things this Prothean must have seen. If they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but Goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization?
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
I don't think he's going to. That thing I mentioned for the superhero campaign, could I ask your opinion on how it works in terms of if it sounds balanced? The fact that they have a spell chance failure, is that what you're asking about?
It's good to see you.
His weakness, yeah. I mean, it would have to depend on the exact numbers and his CR, I would suppose. Oh, wait, there's nothing back here. If you want to send the exact numbers you're looking at, I'm down. Oh, Brittany, you're a Mass Effect lover. Do you remember this dog? Was this dog in the game originally? I don't remember this dog. I had a message in my private terminal, and it was like, I forgot my dog. You can keep it. And I don't remember that the 4 or 5 times that I've played this game.
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
I feel like it's DLC, but yeah, I know him from Legendary Edition. So maybe it's just Legendary Edition? That is possible. Here we go, Mass Effect Wiki. Is only available in the N7 Collector's Edition pack for Mass Effect 3, as well as Legendary Edition. I must not have gotten that pack when I played. Huh. Odd. Basically, he has 20 levels of frustration. He can gain 5% failure for each level he has, up to 100%. He gains a level of frustration if a player rolls a nat 20 or beats his spell DCs by 10 or more. If a player kills one of his summoned creatures with a nat 20, or if 4 or more of his creatures are killed in a single round. I feel like you'd have to playtest that. That's a lot. I know it would be difficult to playtest it before actually using them, but and what CR are you making him?
Sounds like the Turians got hit pretty hard by the Reapers.
Is he like a CR20 guy or something?
So, the Turians want us to go find one of their politicians, huh? Nice to see. Well, maybe we'll get to kick some Reaper ass while rescuing the Primarch. I'll bet the elusive man's boiling in his brandy right about now. Took that Prothean right out from under him. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time. Everything is in order.
He loses a level of frustration if they get a nat 1 on his spell save DC, if he or one of his creatures defeats a player with a nat 20, or if he or his creatures defeat 3 or more players in a single turn. Oh, he might be an enemy or a helpful. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to like play with it a little just to see. Ooh, we got the particle rifle. Just to see how it works. Like you might have to play with it. Or even just do like a test combat where you're playing as 4 characters but on your own, which would be kind of annoying, but
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus.
we're thinking of a test
For what
session.
it's worth,
Nice.
Our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
Just wondered if it sounded broken even on paper or not to another DM. I will say that they kind of got rid of spell, like a percentage chance to lose a spell or whatever it was that you said. They kind of got rid of that in Starfinder. So it might not fit their rules theme, I guess. But there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to just use it, you know. It is based off of Pathfinder, so.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Mm-hmm. Superhero setting. That makes sense.
Commander?
All right. It's time to go to Palaven to get our boy. Asgard? With the spell failure meant to simulate how the DM can get upset if the players are blowing through his encounters too quickly, possibly missing details or flubbing his notes. I did get that part. That's pretty good. Palaven's largest moon. Classified. Can't take him yet? He's such a stupid character theme, but I love him. It is pretty interesting. I decided to use Starfinder since it blends magic / powers and tech so well. Yeah. I mean, the other option for like a science fantasy type thing, it would be Traveler, but it doesn't have as much magic type stuff. I think it has like psychic stuff. I'm trying to think of other... There's not really a lot of like science fantasy. It's either strictly sci-fi or strictly fantasy games. That was so bad. Did you guys see that smoke in the left-hand side of the screen? That literally looked like they took that straight out of like a CG pack. Oh, that was not good at all.
Oh no. No. Palaven.
We have an old friend there.
Holy hell. They're getting decimated.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it.
Was it like this on Earth?
Yes.
Shepard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Commander, the LZ's getting swarmed.
James, open that hatch.
Thinking about how it's time to pick up the best boy, it was. Or it is, I should say.
All right, get in, get out. Let's move.
Okay. First I want to look around the area. Make sure we're not missing anything. Can't climb up that for some reason. Thanks for the money.
Hold your fire. Friendly inbound.
Oh, so one of the mods I downloaded, they added female Turians to the forces. And you can find female Turians on the Citadel too.
The reinforcements haven't arrived.
Guys, you gotta get out of the way.
Try them again.
And I command West Airfield. Do you read? Nothing. Not even static.
Try them again.
Respectfully, sir.
I don't know why there's Volus here. Are Volus known to be like friendly with Turians?
Domestic. Get
Hey!
your men up on that north barricade.
What's up, Joe?
Sergeant Barnes, find a way to get that comm tower operational. Sir.
General?
Commander Shepard. Heard you were coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus.
I've come to get Primarch Fedorian.
Primarch Fedorian is dead.
What were you
His
playing
shuttle
today,
was shut
Joe?
down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
That's gonna complicate things.
Anything fun? So is this game stupid or what? What? That's a paddling. Monster Hunter, nice.
How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour. We set up camps on this moon as an advanced position to flank the enemy. A sound strategy. Just...
irrelevant.
Exactly. The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic.
I love Mass Effect.
The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
I've got some cool mods that are enhancing my playthrough. For example, we were just talking about it before you raided. There's a mod that adds female Turians to the Citadel and to this location here, which is pretty neato.
I'm sorry. That's a big loss for everyone. Reaper bastards. So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy provides very clear lines of succession.
Right. General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties, it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know. However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible. The comm tower is out. Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Well, I'm not leaving this moon until I know where the new Primarch is. I'll fix your tower.
Thank you, Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
All right, let's go.
I see the comm tower to the left of the main
For example,
let's go.
there is a female Turian using biotic powers. So cool. I think it's called the Mass Effect 3 Diversification Project, where it adds stuff like that. It's pretty neato.
Yes, sir. Up and on your left. This is the main barricade.
Okay, let me just search the area for stuff before we do anything. Alright. Up and on your left. Well, this is the left, so... You gonna open this door for me? Is that what's happening? Okay, that is exactly what's happening. Uh-oh. What's up?
Husks at the tower overwhelmed us.
All right, we'll take care of it.
We can't repair it from this panel. Liara, see if you can repair it.
I'll go up and have a look. If you can keep Husks from climbing up behind me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Here they come.
Ready, James?
Hell yeah. Let's take it.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
One of the test characters I made is literally just Spider-Man called Man Spider or Patrick Porter. It was a good exercise, though, replicating an existing hero with the system. Yeah. There's, I don't know if you've seen the, are you using some of the, like, the, newer classes and stuff? Because I know they added some new classes.
Go ahead.
I have information from Palaven Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
Can do, boss. Didn't. What's up? I am.
Nice.
Whoa.
He's doing it.
That's from a mod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the mod that I have adds like more diverse, like
Class stuff.
not class, but like species. So like in the main base Mass Effect 3, there's no female Turians, and one of the things that they did is added female Turians. Where am I going? Oops. Oh.
What have you got?
As your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone. I don't care who. As long as they can get us the Turian resources we need.
I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch.
Hey. Oh, your rifle's going through your armor, bud.
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General.
Good to see you again. I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a
And
soldier.
Saren.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Palaven Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you mean?
On Tatris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian Separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Sounds like the kind
Bold
of
strategy,
person that
but
we
wild
need.
behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
I like Liara's outfit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't like the other one that I had for her when I was doing the Eden Prime mission. I wasn't a big fan.
Unconventional thinking might be the only way to save Palaven. And Earth.
He'll do whatever it takes. Reminds me of an old human Spectre I knew.
Oh yeah? There's another human
Let's get
Spectre?
him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Commander! Shepard, come in!
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it. Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him, Commander.
Incoming harvester, headed for the airfield.
Primarch Victus will rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Whoa. Airfield.
James, is that you breathing so hard?
Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all. Adrenaline's better than oxygen any day. Just me? But those Reapers look like Turians.
You're right. They do.
I think we're done here.
We did it. All right. Let's do it.
Shepard, come in.
Go ahead.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade. If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my way.
Maybe I can do 3 at a time.
Uh-oh.
Okay, come on. Who's next? Yeah, like fish in a barrel. What? All humans say, like fish.
Heads up! Here comes another wave!
Uh-oh.
Holy hell! What is that thing?
Brace yourself!
Whoops, hit the wrong button.
Shepard, Corinthus here.
What's the word on the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
Oh yeah, let's level up Garrus too. Increase force damage and impact radius of combo detonations. Yes, bees. Cerberus Lab. Oh, we need to do that after this, I guess.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
I'm sure we will.
Took out a frigate. Man, how many people? Oh my god. Would you look at that?
Damn it. Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big... That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out of you? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
Got more back here.
Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice in some war.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
Rip.
Soldier, you okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. Headed south.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shoot him. Do it. Whoa.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
Yeah, yeah, it sure is. I don't think it's affecting it.
So, Loco, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
Half hour ago, didn't Garrus say he saw him half an hour ago? No, he said he saw him in the morning, which I assume this is night.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
They are indeed.
That sounds bad.
Okay, double time. No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
Right behind you.
Move into the compound.
Moving.
Right behind
Garrus, what are you doing, sir? Maybe I shouldn't have just used that on one enemy. Or I should have waited. Oh boy.
Been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the tide's turning. Turn up the heat.
Where did I get a half an hour from? I don't know. Fuck. Where are the bad guys at? Oh, hey! Just the guy I was looking for.
General Victus.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander. I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fodorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
I'm Primarch of Palaven. Negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this move.
Without him up there, there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor?
Think you can win this thing, Shepard? Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
I apologize for being so frank, Commander, but your plan feels doomed to failure. We know. We've been there before.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I'm not the only one that feels this way. The Solarian Dalatras is livid.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Perhaps. Still, we can't help but feel that this summit is a waste of your time, and we can't afford to have it waste ours. We must focus our attention on the arrival of the Reapers. So no, the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
Good luck, Commander, and goodbye.
Morons!
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered. But the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage. But can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
Liara appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky? Building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Eden Prime support. Nice.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Jeez, I'm stuck on a railing.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on Deck 3.
Guys, I think...
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
Oh boy. And the AI core is behind the medical lab.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. Follow
Joker,
your lead.
what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in.
Yeah, you're really helping there, bud.
Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy, to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Yeah, Vader. That is the same person. Same voice actress.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this. Commander.
And I assume Garrus is in his calibration setting?
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
Oh, he's not.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers
Wait,
myself.
where the
They
fuck?
don't look good.
Oh, there he is.
To turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Someone get her a towel.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape. Good to be back on board, Shepard.
That's funny. Alright, let's go talk to Liara. See if she has anything.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our cultures? I'm pretty sure it's the former. Ooh, Alliance interrogation, Cerberus operative. Alliance interrogator. Check out these implants she's got jammed into her face. Shh, she's awake. Operative. Cerberus operative unintelligible. Interrogator. Hello, do you know where you are? Unintelligible. You know how much goddamn trouble you're in? Hey, ease up. Listen, you're in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean we can't work out something if you help us. We can. Explosion. Oh, you okay? Holy hell, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang? Is everyone in Cerberus rigged up like that? Sounds like Cerberus.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palaven's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palaven from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
That's grim.
Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
Okay. Ugh. Engineering. Who's in engineering? Just Adams, right? Oh, and Javik. Let's see what Javik's got to say.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail. Whose mech was that? She has got some curves.
Yeah. Javik, what you got for me, bro?
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
I am feeling better, Commander. I stand ready to fight. Do not be concerned about me. The years in stasis have only made me hungrier to fight the Reapers. Perhaps later, Commander.
Okay.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Okay. Okay, then we gotta talk to... Where did... Oh, he's over here. I'm like, where the fuck is Cortez?
Sir. Sir.
Yes. Weapon upgrades. We're gonna upgrade that particle rifle to level 5, because we don't have that much money. We got another shotgun too. The Scimitar. Oh, we got a new... It was, yeah. Increased weapon and headshot damage. That's melee damage I don't care about. More weapon damage. Alright, well now we're looking... So ammo capacity doesn't really matter with the Prothean weapon. I forgot the name of it. So I think I'm gonna stick with this guy. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna swap to that.
Hey there.
What's up?
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass.
Taking ass and kicking names.
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Yeah, it is. All right, let's go see what the dealio is with EDI.
Commander, are you all right? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I know what Grissom Academy is. That's where we sent that one kid from the DLC in Mass Effect 2. What's his name? The guy who was like hooked up to that device had tubes in his mouth. Oh, what is his name? I don't remember.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Tubey McTubeface, yeah.
If this really
that was
is
him.
Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Oh, geez. I will read that here in a second. Let's go see what Edie is up to.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander. Don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would have baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are. Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
I know, right?
Commander.
Good God.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Okay. Let's just get into the hard-hitting questions then.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Sure, why not? AIs never go bad, right?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Oh boy. Here's an opinion, Edie.
You have a message from Major Olenko. He must be feeling better.
Oh, nice. Here's an opinion, Edie. Put some dang clothes on. Dude, as soon as I can, I am definitely changing her appearance. Let's see here. Omega, come see me. Arya Talok would like to see me on Omega. Or no, on the Citadel in the aptly named Purgatory. Urgent message. There's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. I think that's DLC. So these two are DLC. Is this Shepard? I've called and I've sent messages, but I've got no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor that the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tanner Noira. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I am not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane. AI going rogue? Skynet said it's fine. Nothing bad can happen. Doc. Kaden Alenko. Hey, Shepard. Through some combination of a medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. The doctors say I am still not ready to be released, but I'd really like to see you if you could spare the time. Counselor Udina offered to make me a Spectre. Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room at the hospital when you're on the Citadel. I'd like your advice. Okay. Cinder blocked. My name is John Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in ST and R took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. I think the game wants me to go to the Citadel. Meet me in Purgatory. I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub. Man, she really wants to see me.
Commander.
All right. I think I'm gonna end that for tonight. Let's go ahead and we have quite a number of things that we can do. We'll probably just go in order. I don't know how that works, but we'll probably just go in order of the last thing, you know. But yeah, that's definitely DLC and the other things that I was talking. And we'll probably, yeah. Let's go ahead and hit save.